We're gonna do day, I don't even know what, of the Every Bit Counts challenge. So, let's go. Burning ring of fire, and it burn, burn, burn. Wasn't plugged in. Mug for, oh! This is my life. It's never picture perfect. It's literally this every day. Drippy and messy. We're gonna make some fermented pickles. Jake and I really like the fermented pickles. They're super easy and you literally just need some salt. So we're gonna grab some cucumbers real quick and some fresh dill, and I've got some garlic that I just pulled a couple weeks ago, and we are gonna make some fermented pickles. You guys, I'm growing a loofah! Let me see if we can find any more. That one's so big. Like, even if I just get one successful loofah, I'm gonna be excited. Because this was the first time trying it. And I let it trellis on this really giant sunflower. And it's so, the vine of the loofah is so heavy and so big that it's like knocking these down. So next year we will do a real trellis on these guys. All right, let's go over to one of our cucumber patches here. We've got two little like volunteer cucumbers that happened over here. I just kind of stuck a little tomato cage around each one of them. But they've given us a few pickles. I bet we've gotten, I don't know, a dozen or so off of each one of them. Nothing on this guy right now. Let's go over here to this one. Here we've got some little ones happening. We'll pick this guy. I like them to be smaller. I hate when I don't come out here. Like this one tomorrow will be huge. You don't come out here for just a day and they get really, really big. Let's check the other side. Got some tomatoes that are turning. Yes! Let's pull it. Nice tomato. Let's pull this one too, and we'll set them in the windowsill in the house. I don't want them to get eaten. This one, I broke the stem on accident. I was trying to help it trellis a little bit. Usually we don't trellis them more than just this one little tomato cage. And we just kind of let them do their thing. But I broke it, and so I thought, oh, I'll just hang it here and it'll be fine. It was not fine. It was not fine. We have a volunteer black beauty over here. This guy's almost ready. Now the black ones, they will kind of get some color on the bottom. See how it's still green down here? God, focus camera. It's still green right here. They'll get a little bit more color on the bottom. And then I have basil for the rest of my life. This one I just kind of let go because it has just produced and produced. It smells so good. Oh my goodness, it smells delicious. And then we've got cilantro. Lots of cilantro. And then we have our paste tomatoes that I'm waiting very patiently for them to ripen. We have quite a few tomatoes down here. See them? A bunch of little ones here. Paste tomatoes. Fun fact, I do not like cherry tomatoes. I don't know why, I just don't. See them right here? They're still a little wet underneath them from this morning. It's still early though. It's only like 11. We have some green beans coming up right here. We also have some carrots that are coming up. See the carrots? Focus! There we go. More green beans over here. We have some sort of, this might be a spaghetti squash right there. Anyways, we have an eggplant here. I don't know if it's a fingerling eggplant or if it's a full-size eggplant. So we'll see. You guys, in this fermenting that I'm going to show you, you can do with any vegetable. Because cucumbers are a fruit. You can ferment your tomatoes. You can ferment your peppers. We love fermented peppers. So yeah. Look at our sweet potatoes. Watch this. This is just one patch of sweet potatoes here. And then we have a bunch more back here. Here's a little patch. And then back behind that longer grass is a patch. Some of our extremely high. Look at our sunflowers over there. The world's tallest sunflower is like 22 foot. I'm telling you, I bet this one is higher than that. And it's being like pushed down by a loofah. I want to measure it. Wouldn't it be awesome to be in the like world record or whatever it is? Maybe it wasn't world record. Whatever. Record holding tallest sunflower. This guy just went crazy. It's literally as tall as a tree. Now we're gonna go up front and where our dill is and get some fresh dill for this. If you don't have fresh dill, you can use dill out of one of those little shaker seasoning jars that you buy at the store, or you can just buy yourself some fresh dill if you have some at your grocery store or at your farmer's market. But let's go check these out. Have to grab our sunglasses because it was much hotter and sunnier than when I thought. You guys, we've started decorating for fall. Listen, I love summertime. I love spring. I even don't like completely hate winter, but fall is where it's at. So let's get this guy here. We're just gonna pull all of them. We have our dill, and we're gonna go inside and ferment these vegetables. These fruity vegetables. Always lock your door, because when you live on a highway, there's weird things that happen here. Weird people, and there's been vehicles and stuff being stolen. And there was just a murderer in town less than a mile from us 2 weekends ago. True story. I'll put some little news thing here so you know.
Hours in a Winterset church standoff yesterday, now in the Polk County Jail. Gage Walter awaits his return to Nebraska on a double murder charge. Omaha police say Walter is the prime suspect in the deaths of 93-year-old Marceline Teeters and 70-year-old Linda Walter.
It was crazy. Like, we had to stay inside for like half the day. Anyways, they got him. So we have our dill. We're going to throw in a couple tomatoes. We have some cucumbers. Let's go over here and grab some garlic. Okay, so cut up all of your vegetables if they're too big to be fitting into your jar, or put them in whole if they're small enough. And then you're going to fill this jar with some filtered water or bottled water, weigh it, and then that weight that you get, you're gonna times that times 0.02 to get the amount of salt that you need. Dump everything out into a clean bowl, put all your vegetables back in, and then with this water that you had in there, you're gonna put your brine. So put your dill and your peppercorns and your salt. We're gonna weigh the salt out. My scale was not working very well, so I went and got this really old scale that I used to use in a different time of my life, and it literally still worked. I don't know how the batteries still work in that from 6 million years ago, but it worked. So we measured out the salt that we needed. Again, the weight of your vegetables and water times 0.02 will tell you how much salt that you need. So add that all together, put some bay leaves in to keep your vegetables fresh, and mix it all around until your salt is dissolved. Pour it over your jar of vegetables, and then you're going to want to seal it with something. Isn't this so pretty? So pretty. God, why is my stuff not focusing? Okay. So here I'm just using some saran wrap. They do have like burp lids. You do not want to use like a regular canning lid for this, because anything metal, don't use anything metal, because it will like corrode that metal lid and it will not be okay. You want to prevent air from getting to your ferment. I used this guacamole bowl thinking it would fit down in there nicely, because it did without the saran wrap, but I later changed that so it's something smaller. You just want to make sure that it's not going to let any air through. And then after a few days, it's going to bubble, it's going to leak out. You want to set it on a plate or something, because it will create a big mess. Put it in a cool, dark spot of your house and just let it ferment. And it being cloudy is absolutely normal. Some people kind of get a little scared, like, what is happening here? But it's doing what it's supposed to do. Just like this. It's beautiful. Anyways, as I'm editing this video, I just want to finalize. This is what I wake up like. So when you have any like odds and ends things that you don't have quite enough to do anything with for like a full recipe, ferments are the way to go. They're really good for you. I'm also going to link a video down below of Doug and Stacy's with Off Grid with Doug and Stacy. She talks about ferments a lot, and this is actually called like laco-fermentation, just using salt to do the things. And she explains a whole lot better, like the scientific stuff that goes into it. I just make it. I don't have any of those nice details that she has. Someday I will, but it's not today. So any of your odds and ends stuff, just throw them in a jar, weigh them out, get the salt that you need, and then make sure that no oxygen can get to them, and then store them in a cool, dark place. Put them on a plate or something so it doesn't spill over, because it will spill over, and then you'll have some really yummy, healthy stuff to eat later. Anyways, that's all I've got for you guys. Thank you for watching. Goodbye!